Dun 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 dun. It's sealed pool practice time, and we're gonna open 6 packs of either Magic the Gathering or Flesh and Blood TCG, and we're gonna try to make our best deck out of those 6 packs. And you can go ahead and tell me what kind of mistakes I made or which cards you might have played out of the pool instead. It's Leah, and we're going to do another sealed pool practice. We've got some Monarch here from Flesh and Blood. Just going to grab 6 packs out of it. 2, 4, 5, 6 there. And we'll see what we can make. Go pack 1. Okay, so we have Brute, Runeblade, Brute. I'll put the shadow ones in a line like this, I think. There's a Warrior, Illusionist, generic shadow instant. There's a light attack, regular generic attack. These all on camera? Okay. There's a shadow. Either class can use it. The regular generic attack. Hey, it's our playmat again, but this time it's in foil. A little bit of light pops out of it. It's a nice card. Generic light card there. Alright. Generic chess piece. Anybody can use that. Shadow Brute action. So that's interesting. So we got the same rare, the same color stripe in the pack. Is that normal or odd? It'd be interesting for our sealed pool, because that means we definitely lean towards that class now. That hasn't ever happened to me in a pack yet, so I'm feeling like it's odd, but I haven't opened a ton of Monarch. So maybe it's not odd? So here's a Runeblade, a Brute, a Runeblade, a Light Illusionist, a Warrior, another Illusionist card, generic action, light attack, shadow instant, shadow attack, generic attack, an X costing card with pretty cool swirly art things. I always like things that are swirly somehow. The more it looks like, I think, a fern head, probably the happier it makes me in some art. So I like these. Oh, so I guess X is whatever I want to pay for it. It's a Runeblade card, so it seems pretty cool. Got another piece of generic equipment, that's nice. And we've got a light, illusionist card, and a warrior card. So no duplicates in this one. Token. Okay. So we've got Brute card, a Rune Blade card, another Brute card, Warrior card, Illusionist, Warrior, so generic action card, light attack, generic attack, another generic attack, another light attack, generic attack for foil here, legs, that's good, generic light card, and another copy of our playmat. So another generic light card. Open enough generic light cards is probably going to be a light hero. I guess maybe I like the build direction. At least I kind of know which pools I could eliminate right away. But we have a lot of cool shadow rares for our heroes. We have a lot of good rares that could generically go for either light hero, Rune Blade, or Brute, a Rune Blade card, or Illusionist, Warrior, Illusionist, generic attack, generic action, generic attack, a light attack, generic attack, pretty shiny looking warrior card here. There's our warrior pile, there it is. Piece of shadow equipment. Could go for either shadow. And we have a generic attack, and here's another pack with a duplicate in it. There's 2 of these. So I don't know how I feel about that with these duplicated rares. I mean, if they were duplicated mythics or legendaries or something, maybe that would be super sweet and I'd have some sort of awesome thing, but I'm getting basic rares, so I don't know. Am I missing out on where something should be going, or is it just normal? The Brute card, Rune Blade, Brute card, Warrior card, Illusionist, Warrior card, Light card, generic action attack, Light card, another generic attack, another generic attack, so our shiny card, another generic equipment. Okay, is it a duplicate? It is not a duplicate, but we have more generic light rares. This is a weird 6 packs. Well, maybe I can't call this one weird yet. It very much leans in the light category. It had 2 duplicated packs. That's a Rune Blade card, a Brute card, a Rune Blade card, Illusionist card, Warrior, Illusionist, generic light card, generic shadow card, generic attack. One of these, I don't know what to do with these little talisman item thingies. Generic action. Our foil is a light action card. We also have Illusionist equipment. And then our rares are a Brute card, and a light illusionist card. So that is our pool, as bizarre as it was. We do have, I see, Prism's specialty cards, so we could lean into that. Our generic light pile is significantly bigger than our 6 shadow cards. So we would have a lot to pick from here. 5, 10. We have 14 generic light actions and 6 shadow actions. So our shadow pool would have to be incredibly strong, I think, to do shadow stuff. And so far we have 10 Runeblade cards. One of them is an interesting card, but all the rest of them are this one interesting mythic that reveals the top. I don't know if I'd play a Runeblade for one interesting mythic, even if it is pretty. I can set it off to the side and just look at it. Our brute pool is only a little bit bigger. 10, 12. And our 2 rares, the convulsions. I don't know if these would be great to play. We're just really not going to have a lot of... We have good cards here, I think. I'm just not sure it's going to be enough. Some of our cards that we're leaning on are actually things like Smash with Big Tree. I don't think we're playing a Shadow Hero out of this pool. I just think it's pretty weak in that category compared to all this light stuff that we have to work with here. We have a lot of light stuff to work with. We've got 1, 2 rares for our warrior out of about 11. And then we've got a mythic or majestic. Is that what they are? Majestics. Majestic and a rare for our illusionist. We don't count the equipment. Got 5, 10. We have 11 for the illusionist, plus a pair of bracers, which takes Phantasm off something, and we have 11 for the warrior. No additional equipment. I don't know. I feel like I want to lean illusionist. Maybe we'll just see what all these do. Attack actions gain +2. Gets into your hero's soul. I guess they both need cards in their soul, but I don't have to charge Prism. More of a sideboard looking card to me. Oh, that's a warrior card. I screwed that one up. Okay. You play Invigorating Light if there's no cards in your hero's soul. Put it into your hero's soul when the combat chain closes. So it doesn't even have to hit. We can just use it. That seems really strong in a limited environment. If that one hits, it goes into the soul. There's another Invigorating Light. Do those little aura things count as weapons for Prism? I think they do. There's a lot of Illuminate. So a lot of this stuff, if it hits, it just goes into the solar. Another invigorating light. We got 3 invigorating lights, which all hit pretty hard, so I kind of want to play them. Glisten feels like it would be in this warrior category. I don't know. If I play the invigorating lights and all the illuminates, which is a lot of red. I heard rumor prison likes yellow stuff. That is the least color we've got. Sweet. How can we make it more yellow? These are yellow. It's yellow. Oh, what else do we have that might be yellow? Yellow is not what we opened. Guess those are okay. There's a lot of red and blue, I feel like, but just not a lot of yellow. This minnowism would probably work out. What are our base attacks? Okay, these are all 4, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. Minnowism will not work out in this deck. Okay. Sweeping these all off for a minute. Let's see, what could this be a pile of? If I pick it all up. Dreamweavers aside, we do have a decent amount of equipment, I think, if we're illusionist. Okay, so if I just lay it out. We have an awful lot of red for the most aggressive prism deck. Prism. Feels like a prison. Very little blue. Really wanted more yellow. We've got 5, 10, 15, no. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 reds that way. Did we open prism? No. Prism a minute. There's prism. Once per turn, remove a card, create one of those spectral shields. And that's, you have to hit through all the shields, and they can also, I guess you can attack with them as long as you have yellows. Maybe that's something I'm missing. This weapon seems kind of cool. Illusionist ores are weapons with 4 attack and once per turn attack go again. So if I have one, it swings for 4. And if I take damage, they blow up. And we have a lot of red. If we look at our warrior stuff here, not this stuff, it's generic yellow stuff. We can't spend too much time thinking about this, but if we look at stuff that would help our warrior, so if we're actually, where'd you go? We have Bolton. Visibility happens if you charged. And then you can banish the cards to get go again, so you can keep swinging with the axes. So even if I'm not charging, as long as I'm just getting them into my hero's soul, I can at least have go again to keep swinging with the axes. Does that seem like the right move? Glisten would be cool. The Valiant Thrusts are cool. Cross the line lets us charge. Bolt lets us charge. Golfing Light lets us charge. Take Flight lets us charge. On turns we charge, that's when we probably want to go again. So there's a lot of decent charge cards in here. Charge, charge. I don't know, maybe this is actually just a Bolton deck. So all these Illuminates and Invigorating Lights, that's half of our reds here are, these are the Illusionist ones. Something I must not be understanding about Prism and wanting the yellow pitch. Maybe that's her, not the token weapon. Most of these are just good light actions. What our generic pool of light actions that so far I like is still very red. We lay our warrior stuff on it. Then we get blue, blue, red. Blue. 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 Red. Red. Yellow. Yellow. Red. Blue. Okay. All the way back around. We wanted glisten for this. There's another red. So we're still have a lot of red. We have a lot of red in this pool. 3, 6, 9, 10 red. That seems normal. Blinding Beam looks like kind of a weird instant. I don't know, maybe people like it. If this hits, it goes into his soul. We need go agains. Go agains are good. Cool. Use both of those. I don't know about that blinding thing. Those random little talesmen. You play it, you go again, and then you've got this spell void to prevent an arcane. How much arcane can we prevent? Can't use the Dreamweavers. We can't really prevent arcane damage. Runeblade is gonna beat the heck out of us. Frontline Scout. Seems like a good card. I think Runeblade's gonna beat the heck out of us. Oh, let's see. Probably not Minnowisms. Where do these Minnowisms go? Where do people put them in? This blue one. Virgin Melissa seems like a good card. Really aggressive. 12 reds. The Seek the Horizon was a doubled up card. You have to put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Oh, you may. So I could swing for 2, put a card back, and gain a go again. I don't know. I can see how this could be good. I'm starting to gain some experience in this game. I'll play because they doubled it up in my pool. Is Overload a good card? Is Overload better than Brandish? If it hits against Go Again, Brandish just straight has Go Again. Overload costs 0. Brandish costs 1. Overload has Dominate. Brandish guarantees I'm swinging with my weapons. How many cards do we have? 3, 6, 9. We have 12 reds. 3, 6, 8 yellows. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 blues. So we're already over by a card. Well, we don't need this one random blue here. I'm going to pull that out. We're going to mess up the whole pile pulling it out. Pulled out that stony dude. So that's now an even 30. Do we go 31 and just not fatigue as quickly? Making the minimum isn't a requirement, right? That's a lot of red. Might have one blue card per hand to pitch for all this. I don't think cost is bad. I don't know, if I spend this long making a deck in an actual tournament, they're going to start without me. This is probably our deck, though. We've at least got some equipment. Seems alright. Wasn't the easiest thing to figure out, but Bolton and his axes. How many axes do I have? Okay. We'll find another axe somewhere, but that's not too hard. Guess it would be an alright Bolton deck. Yeah, I think that's what we got here. See if I can zoom in and see a little better. Sure, round one started without me. And I'm just not as fast as building with these as there are a lot of reds. Gonna have to get faster. Guess I'm just afraid I'm gonna be a person who slows things up. It's gonna be challenging too in Vegas because they're all gonna be cards I haven't seen before. So this is decent practice because they're all cards I haven't not familiar with yet. Maybe they'll give everybody an extra 5 because we're all gonna have to read the cards. There we go.